Brace yourself for the impossible. 10 of Australia's most gifted psychics are about to prove the improbable, perform the remarkable, and achieve the incredible. Prepare to be amazed and find out who is the one. From hundreds of applicants, we've narrowed the field to the top 10 psychics Australia has to offer. 10 seemingly ordinary people, all of them possessing extraordinary powers. Over the coming weeks, our chosen few will be put to the test in ways they've never experienced.
I was in this area of the house.
You'll see them lost.
What's happening? Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me.
Confused.
Time was coming down.
Frustrated. And triumphant.
Yes! I've been single 8 years.
And then it's crunch time, when they face our judges.
I'm sorry, you're not the one.
Skeptic Richard Saunders.
You know, it's not up to me to say psychics don't have powers. It's up to them to show me that they do. It sounds like they've just plucked words out of science. It's yet to be shown that these energies they talk about are real.
Yes, but you guys were wrong about acupuncture.
No, we weren't. And metaphysicist Stacey DeMarco.
What you're going to see is Australia's top psychics challenging science. I, for one, can't wait.
Each week, at least one psychic must go home.
Close isn't good enough.
Oh, tell me.
Let's see it. Bring it on.
And ultimately, you will decide who is the one.
Thanks very much. Thanks, everyone. Good evening and welcome as we begin our quest to find Australia's most gifted psychic. We're heading off into this beautiful, mysterious world that lies somewhere beyond reasonable and rational explanation. You're in for a good ride, folks. Let's get to it, shall we? For our first challenge, we've decided to put our psychics into a potentially fatal situation that really any one of us could be faced with. Each year, hundreds of people get lost in the Australian bush. Some make it out alive, and tragically, some are never seen again. So just imagine if our psychics were lost. Could they use their extraordinary gifts to find their way to safety? Let's find out, shall we? We dropped our psychics in the middle of a massive pine forest. It's an area the size of 200 football fields. So try and imagine 200 MCGs. There's a rescue chopper waiting for them, but it's hidden somewhere amongst hundreds of thousands of identical trees. Our psychics have just 15 minutes to find the chopper. Think about it. This is not an easy challenge. They've got a map that shows an outline of the area and then something belonging to the pilot. So a personal effect, you know, keys, wallet, something like that. And then our psychics will use that to sense, you know, the right direction.
I'm excited about the challenge. I think I know where the helicopter is. I'm Greg Riley. I'm from Melbourne. I'm 36 years old and I'm a medium. I was 24. I was sensing that sixth sense. I was playing footy at the time. I was working in a corporate environment, and then you're having these feelings and sensing things, and you're in meetings with people, and you've got someone's father standing behind them going, I've just passed over. So it's a very strange kind of feeling.
I was really interested in connecting with a girlfriend of mine that had passed in a car accident. Greg described my friend in detail, and he also described the collision. It's like he's on the phone and he's relaying messages.
I feel that I can make a difference to people. I feel I can make that connection to people, and it's fantastic. Just want to go through the back here. So that's where I'm going to go to first. At the start of the challenge, I pretty much knew where I wanted to go from what I'd seen visually and then the pull from the piece of clothing. I'm still feeling the pull to this side. When I was in my meditation, I was shown to make sure that I was on the path. That's good, we found a track. So this is sort of what I was seeing earlier. I really felt like I was getting really close to the chopper, and it's like butterflies going off in your stomach. Still think I'm on the right track. I got sort of the path has shown me there. So here. The pull from the piece of clothing, it was pulling me so hard and I was being told, go, go, go. So I just ran. Got the helicopter. Hi, how are you going?
Well done.
Let's go. Well, to find the chopper within 7 minutes, half the time, confirms that what I was getting was actually right. So it's a really good feeling that I actually achieved it in such a short time.
What do you think, Richard? You had Greg bang straight to it, like no mess, no fuss.
It's undeniable he went more or less straight to the helicopter within 6 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
But then we had somebody more or less running around in circles. It's just like we've got people and they're looking and some get lucky and some don't.
Okay, Stacey, what gets in the way?
Fear blocks flow. They have a lot of pressure on them, they're scared, they start to panic, and then they let go of what they're hearing.
Okay. Well, so far, I think you've noticed, no one's finding it easy. Victorian psychic Greg, how are you going? You good today? Have you ever read a hammer before?
No,
right?
but they're not talkative, are they?
No. Good luck.
Cool, thanks. What I am going to do is clairvoyantly see a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, or 6 or 7 pop up in front of me. Andrew, I think I'm right. I think I'm ready to choose. So I'm going to choose number 4.
Why 4? What do you see in your head?
You just say, show in front of me the number, flash up in front of you in your third eye, say, what number is it? And first thing that came in was number 4.
What you're seeing there in your third eye is right on the money. It was hammer number 4. That's good. Well done. Great. 2 out of 4. Richard, what are the odds of 2 of the 4 picking 1 out of 7?
Well, I can tell you that the odds of 2 people getting it right today are about 26%, which isn't, fantastically out of the realms of possibility.
Yeah.
The thing here is we can mess around with statistics all we want.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing here is 2 people come on in a contest like this consistently be able to do it.
They're like psychic gladiators, aren't they?
It's a bit like
Entering
that.
the cauldron.
I love it.
Well, it's time for our final psychic to start his search. This is Greg.
I'm Greg Riley. I'm from Melbourne and I'm a medium. So in my meditation before the challenge, I picked up a blue and a white car next to each other. I picked up a number plate with an A in it. I really think it's a Holden, so I'm going to discount every other car at this stage. I like the feel of this one. I do like the feel of that one. That's got the A in the number plate. There's a white car. I'm just going to keep going around. No, no, no. No. I'm pretty sure it's down there. No, 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 no. Ah. I've found another Holden Astra with an A in the number plate. No, no, no. There's another one. Doesn't have an A in the number plate. I just had to go with what I was shown and what was feeling in my gut and what I was being drawn to. I just feel more drawn to this one. It's got the A in the number plate next to a white car with an A in it as well. I'm going to pick the silver car. The car opens. How are you, champ? It just shows you that if you go on what you're being shown and told and feel, that it happens.
You got it. It's amazing. I mean, it is actually amazing to put someone, 55 cars, 5 psychics, 1 away, 1 4 cars away, and then Greg got it. Even you would admit, Richard, that is amazing.
It's surprising, but then again, I'm surprised when I win a chook raffle. And the odds of a direct hit on the day were something like a chook raffle. So, well done for the contestants, but statistically, not that incredible.
I think it's kind of insulting to look at that and think of it like a chook raffle, where you do nothing but have a game of chance. That was not chance. There was a whole bunch of them. Only one was more than 2 or 3 metres away. So I'm sorry, when you look at it under like consistency, I'm sorry, I don't accept that. I don't accept that it's like winning a chook raffle.
Maybe the chook raffle analogy would work better if you got to choose the actual ticket in the packet.
Sure, maybe.
Maybe that way it would work better. So here's the deal, Greg. Tell us as much as you can about the item and hopefully who the item belongs to.
Okay, I feel this person was a prodigy from a very young age. They're going fast, they're going very fast. I'm seeing bitumen, I'm seeing an accent. I think this person's passed, actually. This person's also got a statue of them somewhere. They're also in the Hall of Fame. They've also got I feel they've got like a benefit or some kind of charity set up for them as well too, which goes to underprivileged children. Relationships weren't good for this person. I feel this person may have actually been off and on again with relationships. This person didn't stop at all. It was charismatic. People loved him. He's like the voice of a nation. I think it's like a suit, a racing suit, and it's something like a Fangio or something like that. So I think I'm not getting much more, Andrew. I think I'm actually going to stop there.
You're halfway there. It is a racing suit. Wasn't Juan Fangio, Peter Brock.
Right.
So what about a round of applause for Greg? I think, it was a great start. Really great start.
To find out it was Peter Brock, for me, is very, very humbling to grow up throughout my life following motorsport, and to have him connect to me and give me that information is something that will never, ever leave me.
I tell you,
I was amazed.
Look, I mean, I must say, I think a chill went around the audience when very quickly Greg got to that injury thing, and he even went so far as to talk about the bitumen and the legacy that it left to not just motor racing but Australian sport as well.
Yeah, and the charity, there is a Peter Brock Foundation. Also, there was stuff with his marriage and
married twice and
that went wrong. So I was pretty convinced you were going to go straight to the King of the Mountain.